Planning a trip to Zurich and don't know where to start? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the top 5 things to do in this Swiss haven. Welcome to Zurich, the largest city in Switzerland, nestled in the heart of Europe. A city that's as cosmopolitan as it is picturesque, Zurich seamlessly blends urban life with nature and old with new. It's a city that's as much about its vibrant nightlife and cutting-edge art as it is about its historical landmarks and tranquil lake views. Zurich is a city that's been winning hearts and topping travel bucket lists for years. It's a place that's got something for everyone, from the history buffs to the foodies, the art lovers to the adventure seekers. Whether you're strolling through its charming old town, indulging in some retail therapy on Bahnhofstrasse, or simply savoring a cup of coffee by the lake, Zurich never fails to impress. But with so much to see and do, planning a trip to Zurich can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming, and that's where we come in. We're here to take you on a virtual tour of this Swiss marvel and count down the top 5 things you absolutely must do when you're in Zurich. We'll guide you through its bustling streets, introduce you to its culinary delights, and show you its hidden gems. We'll tell you where to go, what to see, and most importantly, where to find the best Swiss chocolate. So, whether you're planning a quick weekend getaway or a long, leisurely vacation, we've got you covered. And who knows, by the end of this tour, you might just find yourself adding a few more days to your trip. Because trust us, once you get a taste of Zurich, you'll be left wanting more. So without further ado, let's kick off our countdown with number 5. Starting us off at number 5, we have a treat for all you art lovers out there, the Kunsthaus Zurich. This place is more than just a museum. It's a haven for the imagination, a sanctuary for the soul, and a playground for the mind. The Kunsthaus Zurich is one of the most significant art museums in Switzerland, boasting a collection that spans 7 centuries. From medieval times to the present day, every era of art is represented, ensuring that there's something for everyone. Housed within the museum's walls are masterpieces from artists such as Edvard Munch, Marc Chagall, and even Pablo Picasso. Yes, you heard it right, Picasso, but it's not just the names that are impressive. The Kunsthaus Zurich is a treasure trove of over 4,000 paintings, sculptures, and installations, as well as a staggering 40,000 drawings and prints. Just imagine that! It's like stepping into a different world with every room you enter. You could spend an entire day exploring and still barely scratch the surface. Now here's a fun fact for you. The Kunsthaus Zurich isn't just about the art on the walls, it's also about the building itself. Designed by Swiss architect Karl Moser, the museum is a work of art in its own right, with a stunning mix of classic and modern architecture that will have you reaching for your camera before you even step inside. But let's get back to the art. With such a vast collection, it's easy to get lost among the paintings and sculptures. You might find yourself wandering from room to room, completely absorbed in the world of art. But don't worry, that's all part of the experience. After all, there's nothing quite like the feeling of discovering a new favorite artist or seeing a masterpiece in person for the first time. So, if you're visiting Zurich and you have even the slightest interest in art, the Kunsthaus Zurich is a must-visit. It's a place where art comes to life, where every visit is a new adventure, and where you can lose yourself in the beauty of creativity. Just remember, if you get lost in the art, at least it's a beautiful place to be lost, right? Moving on to number 4, we're stepping back in time at the Old Town, or as the locals call it, Altstadt. This neighborhood, right in the heart of Zurich, is a treasure trove of history and culture, and its cobblestone streets echo with tales of times long past. As you wander through Altstadt, you can't help but marvel at the medieval architecture, lovingly preserved and still standing tall. Buildings here have more character than most Hollywood stars. Take, for example, the Grossmünster. This Romanesque-style cathedral is a Zurich landmark, famous for its twin towers and rich history dating back to the 12th century. Now let's talk about charm. Altstadt is like that friend who always knows how to make you feel special. Its narrow, winding streets are a delight to explore, with surprises around every corner. Think quirky boutiques, quaint cafes, and hidden squares, each with its own unique narrative to share. And speaking of winding streets, here's a pro tip. Ditch the gym membership and head to Altstadt instead. The hilly terrain and maze-like pathways are sure to give your calves a workout they won't forget. Who needs a treadmill when you've got cobblestones and history to keep you on your toes? But, of course, Altstadt isn't just about buildings and streets. It's also a living, breathing canvas of Zurich's past. From the Lindenhof, a historic square with Roman roots, to the medieval Rathaus, or town hall, Every nook and cranny of this district tells a story. And let's not forget the vibrant nightlife, with an array of bars and clubs tucked away in centuries-old buildings, adding a dash of modernity to the old-world charm. After all, even history needs to let its hair down sometimes. So there you have it, the historic heart of Zurich, a place where past and present meet, where every stone has a story to tell, and where exploring feels like time travel. Who knew history could also be a workout? But hey, it's worth every step. A scene script. Swinging into number 3, we're about to get a taste of Switzerland with some delicious Swiss chocolate and cheese. Let's start with the Swiss chocolate, which is a heavenly experience in itself. The Swiss have been perfecting the art of making chocolate for over 200 years now. So imagine biting into a piece of that history. And where better to experience this than the heart of Zurich? Sprungli, a renowned chocolatier, offers an array of exquisite chocolates that will make your taste buds dance. Each piece is a symphony of flavors, a testament to the Swiss attention to detail and quality. Moving on to the cheese. Oh, the Swiss cheese. It's not just about the holes, you know. Emmental, Gruyere, Appenzeller. The names are a mouthful and so are their flavors. Visit a traditional Swiss cheese store like Chas Vernelli and brace yourself for a cheese fest. With over 400 types of cheese to choose from, you'll be spoiled for choice. Be sure to try the fondue. It's a bubbling pot of cheesy goodness that is not just food, but an experience in itself. Now, if you're thinking about combining the two, let's just say Swiss chocolate and cheese together might not be the classic combo, but hey, when in Zurich, right? We're not endorsing a chocolate cheese diet here, but a little indulgence never hurt anyone. If you're feeling adventurous, take a bite of that tangy Gruyere followed by a piece of dark Swiss chocolate. It's a wild ride of flavors that might just surprise you. Just a word of caution though, Swiss delicacies are not for the faint-hearted. They are rich, indulgent, and can lead to a serious case of happy belly. So if you're planning to indulge, make sure you pack some comfortable pants. Better yet, make space in your suitcase for some extra cheese and chocolate to take home. Just don't blame us if you can't fit into your pants after this indulgence. At number 2, we have the stunning Lake Zurich, a paradise for nature lovers. Picture this, the lake, a shimmering jewel nestled in the heart of Zurich, surrounded by rolling hills and dotted with charming villages. It's a sight that will make you believe in love at first sight, if you don't already. There's a myriad of activities to indulge in. Fancy a boat ride? Or perhaps a picnic by the lake? How about a leisurely stroll along the promenade? And the views, oh, the views. They're so captivating you might forget you're a tourist and not a local. And let's not forget the swans. Yes, the swans. They add an extra touch of elegance to the already breathtaking landscape. But don't get too attached. They're notorious for ignoring pleas to come home with smitten visitors. Just remember to set an alarm to remind you to leave, or you might end up becoming a permanent resident. And finally, drumroll please. Our number 1 spot goes to the magnificent Uetliberg Mountain. Perched at an impressive elevation, Uetliberg Mountain is Zurich's very own local mountain. It's not just a large mound of earth, folks. This place is the real deal. It's the perfect spot for those who enjoy a good adventure or simply want to catch the best panoramic views of Zurich. From up here, it's a whole different world. The city sprawls out beneath you, the lake glimmers in the sunlight, and the distant Alps form a majestic backdrop. And let's not forget the journey to the top. It's not every day you get to feel like you're on top of the world, literally. But don't worry, it's not a hard climb. We're all about the fun here, remember? So whether you're an avid hiker or a cable car enthusiast, Uetliberg offers an exhilarating experience for everyone. And there you have it, folks, the top 5 things to do in Zurich. Who knew exploration could be this exciting and hilarious? Well, Zurich did. Happy traveling!